Got a 2011 Chevy Cruise with a 1.8 liter, and we're going to change the oil and filter on it. First you want to do is change the oil filter, because when you take the filter out, the oil that's in that housing will drain into the pan, okay? So if you do it the other way around, oil first and then the filter, then the old oil by the filter drains into your new oil. So you want to do the filter first. You need a 15/16 socket, preferably a 6-point 15/16 and an extension, and a decent sized ratchet to break it loose. Okay, loosen it up and take it out. Wiggle it a little bit as you're coming off and get the oil out of there. Pick it up. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Okay, so now you're gonna get your new filter and a new O-ring, all right? Pull the filter, hold on to the housing, twist and pull the filter out, and get a little pick or screwdriver, pull that O-ring off. Okay, there you go. New O-ring, new filter. This is how the filter clips into the housing. Twist and pull. Make sure you push it in and twist at the same time so it snaps in. All right, so then you want to put this on there, screw it all the way down, and snug it up. Okay, filter's in there, tighten it up. You want to tighten it up to 25 Newton meters, which is 18 foot-pounds. Okay. All right, next is to raise it up and to drain the oil. Next, you want to remove your drain plug. I had to pound a T47 in here because a T40 was a little bit too small and it twisted on me, so pounded a Torx T47 in there with my hammer and broke it loose with my 3/8 impact. Oh geez, what a dumb design. Can't design a drain plug. How are you gonna design an engine? All right, so we got that out. If you can get a new drain plug, get a new drain plug. Hopefully one with a hex head on it instead of this stupid design. Okay, I got a drain plug with the gasket with the O-ring type on it, which would be perfect for it. Thread's in there, so I'm gonna use that one. Drain plug's in. 14 Newton meters, which is about 9 foot-pounds. Okay, so tighten up your drain plug. And then while you got it up in the air off the ground, you might want to check your tie rod ends. Grab hold of the tire, move it right to left. That'll be 3 and 9. If you feel any movement in them, then possibly got a bad tie rod end. If you do it at 12 and 6, possibly you might have a bad wheel bearing or ball joint, depending upon where the movement's at. We'll just give it a visual inspection around underneath for any major oil leaks, because they always leak oil. But you don't want any major oil leaks that are actually dripping on the ground while it's running. That's an oil leak. This is just seepage. And you got a mount right here. It's on the trans. You want to look at that and make sure it's not broken from the rubber to the center. That's good, then you're good to go. Same thing at the front. Make sure there's one right here. Make sure it's not busted also. And give you an engine thump or possibly a weird vibration. You want to inspect your links for your stabilizer bar. Make sure they're not broken. And these are the links right here. It goes on the stabilizer bar and all the way up to the strut. All looks good. Make sure your tire pressure's set to factory recommendations. I recommend 36 on this vehicle. And we're gonna lower it down. All right, take the oil cap off, put a nice funnel on it, pour 5 quarts of 530 in there, synthetic. Put the cap back on, go inside the vehicle, start it up, let it run for a little bit, shut it off, come back out, pour your dipstick out, wipe it off, get an idea of where and what the notches or holes or whatever it looks like on the dipstick. Push the dipstick in, pull it back out and look at it. See where the oil's at on. Perfect. Okay. Gotta look at both sides because sometimes they go in at an angle like that or like that, and it will change the oil level on a dipstick because of the angle. So you gotta spin it around and look for it. Okay, so it looks good. So we're all set. And then what you wanna do is check your coolant, make sure it's not hot. Check your hose, make sure you can squeeze it. Loosen your cap up slowly, top off your fluid if your coolant's low, top off your windshield washer solvent. And if you wanna, gotta inspect your belt, make sure it doesn't have no cracks in it. Make sure it's routed properly, it's not fraying on the sides or anything. And then your air filter, it's got 4 screws, Phillips heads. You have to remove those and lift this upper housing up so you can get the filter out. And if they come out, make sure you put some anti-seize on them before you go back together. So for next time when you do, they ease the removal. All right, make sure you put an oil change reminder sticker on it for 3,000 miles and you're all set. And that's how you change oil. If I helped you change your oil, that's great. Maybe you can help me out by subscribing. And if you already did, I appreciate it and I thank you all.